All right, people of the internet, attactioneers, everybody else who's here or not here, we're here for you. Um, we're back with some more Vynnset gameplay here, so we're gonna check it out here. Uh, so let's see. Last stream we played the deck. We've made a few changes. We've played it a few times since then. Some additions. We're going to try out Beseech the Demagon today. I was finding that we needed maybe a few more shadow actions because it becomes important to get the second ability of Vynnset to trigger sometimes. We upped our Deathly Delights here. So now the idea is, and I don't know if we've mainboard Grasp of the Arknight here, but the idea is to just be a full-blown, just crazy, rush them down combo damage deck. So we cut on some blues. So the idea is that we will just be, I'm really liking 18 blues, but maybe we could go down to 15. I'm not sure. But the idea is that we're just trying to play 2 Runegate attacks a turn, basically. So we're trying to have the rune chance set up for maybe like Deathly Delight. And then we're trying to abuse creepers, maybe play a Beseech to get our action point back. Or maybe we've got Deathly Whale set up and, we get a rune chant, play Envelop with the Creeper's activation, get a second rune chant, and then we get come in with Deathly Delight, so we get that other trigger and stuff. So we're trying to play 2. We've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards that give us go again. I've also upped my thoughts on Shadow of Urser. I really like this being sometimes my banished card. Then I can do something where we can play Read the Runes off of creepers at instant speed, and we already have go again, and now we are set up for any of the rune gates in here, and then we can play our Mauve Skies into that, and then maybe into a weapon swing. Put a Nebula Blade, I don't know. I don't know. And maybe we'll up the count of these here. So I also don't know what it is about stream that makes me so sneezy all of a sudden. So here we are. Anyway, excuse me. Oh, my audio is not working, huh? I've been talking this whole time and there's been no microphone. Okay. Well, that's upsetting. Let's see here. Well, it says it's good on my end. Aha. You're an idiot. Okay, perfect. Well, that's helpful for me. Anyway, Vexing Quillhand is also pretty huge for the combos. I think Rattlebones also is pretty huge. So I forget what I was cutting to put in these cards yesterday, but we'll figure it out since I made some changes. Anyway, we will get it started here. So these are, we'll see what happens. But I do really want to fit Rattlebones in but I don't know what to take out. But maybe we'll try this 60 first. The wife and the dog are out of the house right now, so we get a chance to just kind of play for a little bit. So let's transition over here to sorry, it's so hard to do all of these things at once. Over here to the talishar. Let's get that pulled up. Deck link, open format, single player, not private. We want public. Okay, here we go. Create game. I accept that anything could happen. Now, I'm not adverse to maybe putting Rosetta in here. We just know Rosetta's good, and we're just kind of exploring the other types of options we might have available to us. Yeah. Some things I still think maybe I'd put in here is swarming. You know, maybe we'll still do that. I really do want to go first so I can get a RuneGate card into Banish, preferably not Widespread Annihilation or Widespread Destruction. But we will see what we come up with today. We're just going to run these 60 cards and see how it goes, even though probably Revel is like a good way to go. Incantations are so good. The non-attacks are just so hard. Sure, we'll go first, Lexi. I think maybe we should actually go second. Yeesh, I don't know. But we're just trying to have gigantic turns here. Just a lot of damage, some hit effects, etc. Send message. Good luck, have fun. Does this have like a good game now? It does. Interesting. Nah, let's just go for it. What was the weapon I chose? Did I even choose a weapon? Can't tell because this thing's in the way. Deathly Delight. Oh, I do have one, but I don't have an offhand. Stupid. Super stupid. Super unfortunate. Pay for that. They've decided to bring 0 AB. Okay. Well, shoot you with this thing. All right, now we got our 2 rune chance. We'll have 3 for next turn. This is not really a great arsenal target, but we'll be okay. Okay, sweet. Nice. They get 3 of a kind. Love it. So we can definitely get rid of, I just don't care about any of this because we're just trying to see how this works. So we can banish Widespread Annihilation. That'll put us at 3 plus the trigger here. We also could do Destruction, so we have access to another blue. And then we can Creepers Beseech. Sure. Get your trigger, bro. You're doing great. You're doing so awesome. You're just doing cool Lexi stuff. I did not win Coach of the Year yet. My team got honorable mention for Team of the Year. But it's like you don't know. So for those of you who don't know, I'm up for Coach of the Year in our local area, um, and it's just a random uh, journalist who does a sports specific thing, um, sports for local sports or whatever. And I don't know who votes on it. I think he just makes it up. So it's like it would be better if it was more of a community thing, but then like schools in our area that have over like 2,000 kids might always win just because they have a larger population. So anyway, I'm not too worried about it. Okay. All right. So widespread destruction is card from Arsenal, so that seems probably better to cast. So we could put that down there, and we'll be able to play it for free for sure. Then we can creepers the beseech or the envelop, with widespread annihilation as our pitch card, and then that will give us an extra rune chanter. But then we might as well go widespread destruction second. Yes, just sent me a thing. Because we could pop vexing and play it then. So let's maybe do that. So now we got 4 runers, which is pretty rad. Let's go Deathly Delight here. And you just have to take all of these rune chants because you don't have any AB now. Isn't that funny? Yes, I would like 2 creepers. And I will pitch this card. Play this. Yes, I do for all triggers here. Ooh, I might have to get rid of this card in my hand. No, I can still play it. Pass. Then we'll pop vexing. Isn't this fun? Then we'll play beseech. No, we don't need to do that. And then widespread destruction is going to come in for a bajillion. Exactly. And then 12 damage. Rain Razor's on top. Boom, take 11. Then you're going to have to banish some cards. All right. There we go. That was pretty fun, huh? And we got rid of our arsenal, which was awesome. Okay, so then what can we do here? We'll have 2 rune chants, so we can play the Phantom. Deathly Whale would be really good to play right now. So maybe we just take 4. Who cares? You can't reload it a crazy amount of times. You've already used 1 Voltaire. Here's your second Voltaire. Endless Arrow. So we will have access to Tunic, and we'll only have 2 rune guys. So maybe we do another setup here. Also, what are they going to make me put? I guess we'll put the Deathly Delight in there from this codex here. So I'll really be down cards, which is pretty unfortunate. I think we do got to block it, though. Get a frailty. I don't think that bothers us that much. Thanks everybody who's stopping by. It's hard to know whether or not grasp is the right call or vexing quill hand is the right call. We'll put that card there. And discard that one. Pathing Helix, that's it? Okay, I'll take Pathing Helix damage. Don't care. Oop, snappies. What the heck is this going to be? Oh, Bolton shot. Because of the load from pathing. Nice, that's fun. Well, maybe I'm dead now, and I'll have to block on my next turn. Deathly. We could just Scepter of Pain, but we also could come in with 7, 9 damage. But we have this Deathly here we really want to use. So that's kind of important. But they're not going to block anyway, right? So even if it is 9 and they go to 7, they don't care. So, and maybe when it's as aggressive matchups, I use a different situation. Gonna lose creepers though, so probably should send this. No, we don't need to pay a life. There we go. Nine damage. Wonder if it feels fun just like shooting these these decks that are brand new and you're like, yeah, my deck's still really powerful. I'm Lexi. Isn't this cool? You know? Oh, that has 0 block because I have higher health. Classic. Okay, what's my turn? Mauves, guys. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to 3 runers. This will get me to 2. If I banish it and then play it. I hate this card in my arsenal right now. It's terrible. We'll just do a little blocking here. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. Loads another arrow. Infecting shot. Super cool, dude. Super cool infecting shot. Oh, and then what? You Bolton shot me? Or are you going to save that card? I would save the card. But I guess I only have 1 card in hand, so just deal 3 damage. There you go. They feel pretty happy. And then we'll play that. And then, nope. Now we have 2 runers. We're going to lose creepers. So. Like the classic guy who goes way too hard in the rec sports gym. Yeah, totally. 100%. This is the open format, bro. All right, so we'll have 3 rune doggies, which will be pretty good, but we got to save a card somehow. And this Mauve Skies would be great to save in Widespread Ruin. Ha! Look at that value. Hopefully there's not a hit effect I have to block later. So then I'll take 2, go to 4, no problem. As long as they don't 3 of a kind us or something. Rain Razors. Ooh, not good. Should have seen that coming. Now I go to 2. And they get the reload. Flip up, Frostbite. Well, doesn't matter. We'll have more than enough, hopefully. Ooh. Well, then we'll get that. Ooh, should have got that first. I'm going to undo because that's... I'm going to restart at the start of this turn. If you rage quit, that's fine. You know the right play is to Tunic. See, then I can't just send a message. Should have Tunicked. You know? I have to invite them to chat. Stupid. Yeah, I'd rather the chat just be there again. We'll see what happens. Or maybe we'll just be broken right here at this this turn. Hey. I'm still going to block with Skullcap. Still get blown out by your Rain Razors because I'm not paying attention. Pass. They put in a card. Flip it up. I'll get my Tunic resource. There we go. Now you can Winter's Bite me. This is actually pretty great. My kid just said, Lucky Duck gets the worm. That's totally true. Ha, I have 1 resource. Wow. Quiver, huh? Activating it twice. Well, this is an insane turn of events. Widespread ruin, please. Okay. Too bad we lost our creepers, though. I wonder if there's a way on Talishar. Is there a button? Options menu? Always hold priority, skip menu. Manual mode. What does that mean? So I just wonder if there's a way if I can play Deathly Whale. Well, we play Mauve Skies first. We got a pitch Dread Triptych. Because, so what I'm thinking here is, sorry, disjointed thoughts. Deathly Whale says, create a rune chant token equal to the number of heroes who have lost life this turn. So what I can do is once the combat chain closes, if I can manually close it, my rune chant will populate, and then I can play Envelop, and then the other card is Widespread Ruin, and I can play that. So if I can figure out how to do that on Talishar, if somebody knows where it is, let me know. Vert. See, why doesn't, I wish this had, what is manual mode? Oh. That's a little too much. Anyway. There we go. Come in with Deathly. Take 3. Go to 4. Block with 2 cards. Excellent. Pass. See, now I want to break the chain. Is that what this does? Ooh. Huge. Huge. Because now this comes in for 8 and I don't take any blood debt. What's up? No, I don't have enough life. Wish I could gain some life with Deathly Delight, but no. We're just going to have to not do that. Awesome. Thank God there's a button like that. That makes things way better. Thanks, Talishar. Great job. Yep. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? Then blammo. Widespread ruin. Go to 2. Give me 2 more cards. And die. And you got to give me New Horizons. Ooh, 2 blocks. Pretty tough. Go to 1. Scepter also kills here, which is pretty sweet. Blam. Blam. Nope. We made it work. We made it happen. GG. Will they let it all play out? This is like one of my favorite mugs here. Captain's mug. We're in the cockpit right now. It's going great. Please continue to play, sir. Just hit pass. Mizzle McDizzle, huh? Well, anyway, it seems that everybody would understand what's going on here. I would like to get to a new game. Look at the deck list a little. Potentially. I think if I go first too, I got to put in Read the Runes. Okay. Well, we'll just wait for the inactivity. So anyway, in conclusion, bring your AB. And I do think this was pretty good, Beseech. You know? It was a lot better than I kind of thought it was going to be. Definitely worked out. Classic Runeblade stuff where you're like, crap, I can't really have a turn. Got to take a turn off, and we just banish and play Funeral Moon, which gets us 2 rune chance, which then gets us to 3, which is pretty nice. There we go. We're going to claim victory since we victored anyway. Because I wanted to look at the stats is why. So like turn 2, we just break Vexing, come in with 2 attacks, and we do 23 damage versus the 12 damage we had to take off of Lexi. And then we follow that up still with a 9 damage turn. So only lasted 6 turns. So you can really just pump out a ton of damage in this deck. Let's go back to the main menu. Geez, should we play against Olivia? No. We'll just set up our own game. Accept. So let's not forget what our weapon is and stuff either. There's also a world too where this is interesting. So then we go where they just don't have AB and you can kind of block and scepter them every turn. Block a little bit and scepter them and kind of set up even bigger turns. So we got to bring in Flail so we can attack Prism bullshit. I think we also go Vexing for this as well. They're going to go first. So that's fine. I wonder, though, if we can cut 2 incantations, put in 2 revels, and then let's just go to 62. Oh, wait a second. We probably need to make that at some point here. And we'll get 1 Rattlebones, just 1 cheeky Rattlebones. Double check our equipment. This has a physical attack, non-physical, tunic, vexing, headpiece. Submit. See how this goes. Well, we got Rattlebones in our first hand, so it could be a good arsenal target. Turn 1 Genesis, terrible. We're also pretty flush with poppers, which is pretty awesome. And this is just like not a great hand of cards to banish with. So I think we're going to go Funeral Moon. And we maybe can just Flail Genesis and Arsenal Rattlebones. Or we can just cast Widespread Destruction. But then we kind of lose that rune chant we just made. So, Scepter of Pain, maybe? Or the Flail? Ugh, it's hard to know. Do we even care, though? You know? I don't know how much we care. Yeah, I think it's Flail. Keep 2 poppers. Arsenal Rattlebones into Genesis. Send a Runer over. Maybe they take it. Pretty good value. Hayden Beck, 23 damage on turn 2. Definitely a Rune Blade. Totally true. Ooh, then we can play Funeral Moon right now. Maybe that's the move. Yeah. No, we don't need to pay 1 life. We've already paid 1 life. And they blocked it. Cool. What did they pitch anyway? I was looking at chat. Ooh, Celestial Cataclysm. That's fine. Okay, Rattlebones in Arsenal is awesome. And we got the Revel. Ho mama. Herald of Judgment. How important is this? Because our turn can be... Yikes. pop Vexing. Well, we'll have 2, so we can banish Annihilation. Pop Vexing. Mauve Skies Annihilation. Then Revel into Flail. That doesn't feel good. Wish we had 2 cards in banish. Or had another situation over there. They do have 1 floating for Footsteps here. Well, let's go here, because at least we can Rattle Bones it. Rattle Bones it back at some point. Shimmers. That's terrible. Shimmers is awful. Do we... Man. This is my second turn, so Tunic's going to be on 2. Widespread is going to be pretty hard to cast right now. Man, it's unfortunate that we're not drawing into any of our 2 rune gates. That's so much harder. Also, just noticed Iris of Reality. Well, this is an interesting situation. Do we banish the Revel and then Mauve Skies to pitch for Scepter to try to get an extra rune chant? Or is it too greedy? I think we got to keep the Revel. Hard to know. We're going to banish it. We're going to banish it. And then we're going to Scepter here. Maybe we should Flail. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to live with our mistakes if these are them. It's pretty nice starting with a life lead against Prism. I'll tell you what. I'm loving that. Also, shout out to Good Earth Tea, sweet and spicy. Best tea ever. Look at that. That's terrible. I hate that. Can I pop it? Okay. Well, now we have a non-attack action hand. Deathly Whale is definitely got to be the move here. Let's take 5. Union Break. Herald of Triumph. You think so, huh? Yeah, well, I'll pop that. No problem. Get out of here. This is the one where it has -1. So I won't pop it, but I will block it. Really should have blocked with Widespread Ruin, actually. Want to change my blocks here. So the reason for this now is if they take arcane damage on this turn, I can Rattle Bones back and use Quill Hand here. Is the reasoning. Which I wonder if they're going to do that. Well, we'll see. We will see what happens. Really got to take care of shimmers probably. Okay, 3 runers. They're pitching for him. Not great. If they give me 2 cards here, that would not be an issue, I think. Are they going to play Soul Shield? Fate Foreseen, huh? Now I can still Creepers this Rattlebones. Get Widespread Ruin, pop Vexing. Is that even a good play, though? Because then they do have to take some Rune Chant damage, and then I might be able to snowball into my next turn with another non-attack action. It's a bit of a gamble. Hey, good night, Hayden. Let's go for it. Oops, I want the blue card. There we go. Get my action point back. It's bedtime for Hayden because he lives in Australia, if you all couldn't figure that out. I felt like I said that weird, but maybe I didn't. Who knows? And then I'm going to pass on reactions here. They're going to take 2 damage. It's too bad I didn't take a damage, because then we would get double Rune Chance off of this, but it's going to be fine. Because we'll want to end our turn with a Rune Chant anyway. Could also flail into the shimmers. Ooh. Double. Lost life this turn. Double attack reactions. That's fine. How is it that you think I can play Widespread Ruin, sir? Pop Vex. This could be bad. Let's see what they opt to do. Are they going to let me keep creepers? If not, that's a pretty big loss here at the beginning of the game. But testing it out. Testing it out. Yep. Not letting the arcane go. Heads up play there. Then they take 6. Love it. I do not want to arsenal widespread destruction, so we are going to pass. Yes, I am sure. Now, I did not make a rune chant off of Deathly Wail because of why. It's interesting. Shouldn't I have a rune chant at the end of that turn? Drew into Oblivion. We'll need to arsenal that. Right? Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy. But I'm pretty sure I should have had an extra rune chant there. It does not matter on this turn at all because I'm just drawing into all of those cards. But it is important. See, this is where I wish I had grasp. Now it's going to be really hard to actually get Oblivion off to get to 6 rune chants. But it's going to be fine, maybe. Arsenal this thing. Swinging Genesis at me, huh? That's basically your turn, right? Unless you have like a war tune here or something. Then I think we'll just start using Scepter of Pain here. Then the real question is do I banish this just to have something easy to play? I think that's fine. Ugh, they have a goddamn Spectral Shield. A gosh darn Spectral Shield. Well, I got to get rid of cards in my hand. So I don't IP myself. There we go. This is great. This is fun. Yay, ALS. Going into Soul. For some reason. Off of Genesis, right? Genesis trigger. Is this going to take me 6 turns? No. Let's block here. Just see if we can pop a Herald. Maybe they'll come in with a Spectral Shield. Awesome. Damn it. That's fine. Now I'm getting worked. This rune chant incantation is really going to help, though. Really going to help. We'll banish that. We will then use Tunic to play Incarceration. Incantation is what I mean. So the next turn, I'll be at 4. Because I'll have the incantation trigger. And I will have the card I banish trigger, which also seeing shithole for cards to banish. Because Oblivion, you can only play it, at least it's an instant. Yeah, I have to have exactly 6. This is a trap. I'm just trying to play this for no reason. This is not going great. So I'll have 4. I can banish one of these cards. So I have 3, 4, banish 1. And then next turn, if I play this incantation and still banish a card, I will have 6. But if this turn, if I were to play Beseech into a Rune Gate card, I could then pay the 1 life and get rid of all these spectral shields that keep happening from Genesis. So that might be kind of nice. I think we'll just block with Skullcap here. This makes it interesting because then I'll get 5. This is why you keep vexing Quill Hand. I hope you're learning from my mistakes, everybody. We also could block out all of the damage on these next couple of turns. We're taking 3 blood debt, which is a lot. And then the incantation will just tick up to 6 naturally. Oof. Was this when this attacks, draw 2 cards? Stupid. Doesn't have go again, though, so that's interesting. How do you give it go again? You just don't? Oh, you play Glisten. Well, that's fun. Well, crap. Should have blocked differently because I am left. Oh, no, I still can't play that. Go there. Scepter. Pitch that. Why not? See if we can get to 5. I guess Prism. Oh, no, wait. I could farm the Angel for 1. Interesting. Okay, save at least one of these cards. I just need 1 to make 1 rune chant. And then we'll be at 6. And then we can play Oblivion. And maybe that's a thing we should do. Genesis comes in for 7, huh? It's upsetting. I guess I can also Funeral Moon on my turn and have no cards in hand. Now that I've taken 1 damage. Yay. Yeah, I'll do that. Nah, don't want to pay 1 life. Seems stupid. Gonna die, don't you know? they playing another Genesis? This is fun. 6 rune chance. Oblivion. What's up now? Has to hit a hero to gain a life, huh? I can shoot all sorts of stuff. Well, let's take care of Genesis, because that's stupid. And I keep 6 rune chance? That's nuts. That's very cool. Well, let's try to keep some cards and not die. That looks like I'm going to die. I'll block there. Hmm. I guess. I don't know. That's awesome. I'm feeling triggered. I'm feeling triggered. So, Mauve Skies. We will have lost this game. Into Prism. Nice. They're going to play Halo. Or they're going to spell Void 1 Arcane. Nope. To make another Spectral Shield. I would like to pitch for 0. Thank you. Am I going to die? How many Spectral Shields do they have? Stupid. I am going to die, aren't I? This is why I don't like Prism. Okay. Well, no need to debrief after that. That was just awful. But there we go. Let's not make all those same mistakes that we normally would make next time. But we learned a lot. Can't just bank that, and that wasn't as good as we thought it was. Did clunk out a little bit our hands. So that's kind of tough. But if we can kind of always have a Rune Gate card in Arsenal, in Banish, it won't really matter if we draw an all non-attack hand, you know? Because we'll still have something to attack with. So you kind of have that banked in there for you. Which is pretty sweet, I suppose. All right, everybody enjoying the stream? Could be better. Ooh, mirror match. Do you go first or second against Vynnset? I think you go first to set up. I think we want grasp. Do we use Grimoire of the Haunt? We definitely need some AB. Let's go Flail. kind of wish this had AB1 actually. Then what else do we do? What do we think? Do we keep all copies of beseech? Do we put in 2 read the runes in a beseech? They disconnected, so it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. Man, I was excited to do the mirror. Who knows how that was going to go? Who knows how that was going to go? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess that's part of it, is maybe we need more Rune Gate 2 cards. We have 14, which they're just aren't that many. What up, Zane? Happy Friday. Zane, what have you been playing? I know you're maybe a Bolton boy now. How's that going? Waiting for opponent. Waiting for opponent. Yeah, Rune Gate 2 is really good. I think that's my critique, is that I will need more Rune Gators. More 2 Rune Gators, I guess, is what I'm talking about. What are all the Rune Gate 2 cards? We're running a lot of them. Deathly Delight, obviously. Phantom Wraith. Do we run the yellows of those? That's kind of it, huh? So we got to run the yellow of something, or more yellows of something. So that's kind of the deal there. So Zane hasn't played a single game with any new cards yet, but I've played lots of build deck from scratch in February. Yeah. I just keep reiterating on this same one. Sir Bolton. Ooh, Bolton's pretty crazy now. First, second. Let's go first. Hi, good luck. Hello. Good luck, have fun. Equipment. I don't know. Did I say I'm going first? I will go first. Okay, so grasp seems good. But does it? Don't know. Let's try grasp out in the grimoire. Does that even matter if we don't run read the runes? Should we just go flail? Do we go Nebula Blade? What do I do? Let's try Nebula Blade. Why not? We're just trying things out. We're just doing things, trying things. Yeah, that messes up the ratios. Let's just go for it. Oh, boy. That's fine. Deathly Delight. Love it. Play that right away. Then we get to play incantation. Too bad we don't get a grasp also. Could. But we're going to pass. Ooh, these are cool sleeves. And Arsenal, that Mauve Skies. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. So let's see. What does our turn look like? Sheesh. Kind of tough not getting a high value blood deck card. I think we definitely... We can play... Huh. What'd they charge? Banneret of Courage. So good. This one also goes into Soul. I think we just pass. I don't think we really need to block 3 damage. Turn 0. And do we play? Do we banish Shadow of Ursa right now? We can banish Shadow of Ursa. And then we can Mauve Skies. We can other incantation, Mauve Skies into Deathly Delight, into Nebula Blade off of this Dread Triptych, and Arsenal this Envelop in Darkness seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. So incantation, Dread Triptych, Mauve Skies, Deathly Delight. They also brought no AB. Well, these are too easy when you don't AB people. These are too easy. Because as you can tell now, I'm going to have 3 Rune Chants to start my next turn. 4 if we cast this Envelop in Darkness, which we'll have Tunic. Tunic time will be up, so that'll be really possible. Ooh, Lumina Lance. Hell yeah. Let's go. Is this like the all yellow Bolton deck? That'd be sick. Kind of like that idea. Ooh, blocking out. You've already lost life, so I'm going to gain a life. No problem. Eat Nebula Blade, bro. Favorite weapon, I think. I think I'm going to get this tattooed, by the way. Oh, Brendan APG playing Battle Bit. Always. It always pops up on my friends list. Yeah, I think I'm going to get Nebula Blade tattooed on me. Wouldn't that be cool? Boom, Rune Chant. Love it. This is when it's just too easy. Now we don't have a source of go again here. Nice. Courage token. Strong. So this is the old take flight into Raiden. Which is okay. Is this a creeper's turn for us? It's a really interesting line. Send message thinking, please beer with me. Because we can banish Funeral Moon. Tink. Then we can Shadow of Ursa, banish our Widespread Ruin. And then they're going to take damage because they don't have any Arcane Barrier. Then we can play Funeral Moon as an instant and Envelop. Or we can play Deathly Wail, really, off of the Ursa banish. because we can pitch this blue, grasp, Funeral Moon, envelop in darkness, and then have some Rune Chance left over. Better than Widespread Ruin. So really we don't need Widespread. We could block with it. But it's an attack. So, and I don't really want to arsenal that card. Could also Creepers. I don't think it's a Creeper's turn. Let's block with this card. I think so. Maybe I messed this up. Hard to know. Yep. Yep. We'll give you the Courage token. This is very good. Iron Song verse. So good. Banish Funeral. Yep. Then we Urser, Banish Whale. Gets go again. You take 4 Arcane. Which is pretty sweet. I know, it's kind of mopey. You know? Kind of mopey playing a 2 damage attack. Then we Grasp. Then we Darkness. Yes, we pay a life. This is why we do that. In response, Funeral Moon, we don't need to pay. Now we have Trace Runchantos, and we'll make 2 after we come in with Deathly Wail. For 12 total damage after that. So 12 plus 6, 18 damage. 18 damage turn. Pretty good. Pretty good. Loving it. But they got to bring their AB. I don't know what's wrong with them. Well, I don't think I care. Do I just banish Widespread just because we can? Create a Courage token. Awesome. Because they had a Courage token. So it has go again. That's cool. I guess I passed already. All right. Draws him a card. This could be bad for us. Another Bolt of Courage. Only for 2 this time. Seems fishy. Block with Grasp. Why not? Oh no. Attack reaction. This one is really good. This is like a crazy good card. Makes another Courage token. Courage tokens basically solve Bolton, in my opinion. Makes it so much easier. Because now all of your stuff gets buffed. Last one, though. He's charged the other 2. Yikes. Getting wrecked right now. We also can get to Nebula Blade here if we banish Phantom Wraith. Then we can keep these. Well, we can use Tunic and this blue to play Incantation at instant speed off of Creepers. That's 4 resources. Yeah. So we could do that since we know we're going to keep Creepers around. So that ups our damage on the turn by quite a bit. Jesus. Just take this damage too. It's fine. So then it'd be 6. Be a lot of damage. We probably should. Ooh, or Deathly Delight. Kind of like this because it gives me health. Gives me 1 health, I guess. Could also save Tunic and pitch the other card, which is kind of cool. But this is 1 more damage, so 6. Plus 2 more rune chance, 3 more rune chance is 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's do Deathly Delight. Let's do Deathly. And then let's play it. So here's 10 damage. Keep the Tunic resource for next turn. God, I love Nebula Blade. It's so fun. Hope you all are enjoying the stream. Feel free to ask questions, comments, etc. while we're playing away here. Love to interact with chat. Oof, it's too good. Gain our action point back. Nebula Blade, baby. Yep, you definitely got to block it, bro. Nice. All the armor. Not bad. All right. In a decent hand here, too. That's great. We will be definitely able to Rune Gate go again into Nebula Blade here. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. They got 5 cards in hand, though, so that's not great. Oh, Spirit of War is so good. Creates a courage token. It already has go again. Well, we have 20 life to spare here, so they're going to have to threaten lethal here for me to want to block. You know, have 3 rune chance. Plus a Mauve Skies trigger. Arsenal Shadow Puppetry. Pitch the yellow to play. Hand plays itself, basically. Hand plays itself. 16 damage to go, Sir Bolton, Breaker of Dawn. The only problem with decks like this is that they don't force me to interact, except for if you get me low enough in damage. You know, which is kind of a thing Vynnset is doing also. You know? So it's kind of, I guess, a drawback a bit of something like this. Go again. Wonder if they can do all of their attacks. Wow. You charge your hero soul when this hits if a yellow card was charged this way. Was a yellow card charged? Did you charge? Doesn't matter. They have snapdragons. Still not going to block. Why would I? It's a very big damage turn, though. Ooh, beacon. Uh-oh. Lumina? Is this a Lumina turn? Is that what they go get? Do you go get another attack? They have no cards in Soul, though. So they have to snaps it also. Yeah, what do you get here? That does 6 damage with no pitch. Lumina, I guess, right? But you don't have any cards in Soul. So then it doesn't matter. Well, I guess you do off the first Raiden swing, but then it has block, which I don't really want to block, FYI. Oh, Raiden's going to come in for 5. If I block with attack 6. Is that what's happening? Seven health, right? Math. 5. 5 minus 12 is 7. For those of you at home. Raiden. But he doesn't play the Lumina? Am I crazy? He's setting up for next turn where he'll maybe be alive. Okay. All right. I guess they don't know that this is the type of hand I have here. Mavi Skies into Deathly Delight. And then I'll gain a life also. Young Scholar. And you have to block this, or else you for sure are going to die. I guess I don't kill him, which is the unfortunate part here. If I had a blue... Ooh. Okay, so... If I break the chain, though, they get a block with Iron Song Verse again. So I can grasp, put them at 1. And that means they have to block with 2 cards. But how much can they do off of a 3-card hand? With a 2-card hand, so it's Lumina in Arsenal. And then so 1 card means they can't charge. So that's maybe the better play here. And then just pray we don't brick our next hand. But if we... Let me undo that again. Sorry, just kidding. But then if they break the chain, they still can only block with 1 card in Iron Song Verse. So I don't know if that's worth it. That's super not worth it. Too bad I don't have Sonata in this deck for the kill them on their turn move. What was the cards they blocked with? Armor and what? Celestial makes sense. Makes sense to block with Take Flight. Go to 1, so I just need an attack. I just need an attack. Golfing Light, Charged Illumina Ascension. I think that's the best they can do here. Do they keep the Lumina in hand? No, that was the only card they had left. They just happen to have another one. That's very confusing. So I have one Rune Chant, one pop off of this, plus the other one is Deathly Wail. So we can block there. And this incantation just to be safe here. Just to be safe. Good game. See, just let me play it out, you know? Hey, it's Archer. Let's see what Archer says. Glad to see you exploring Vyn, Taylor. I've been impressed with her so far, but the builds and lines are very much not intuitive. I 100% agree. I think there's a very powerful deck sitting here, and it's going to have to be, I think, a really tight list. You're definitely going to run into things like your attacks are all pretty easy to block, you know? So I guess the reason we have Rosetta Thorn is like the reason you can kind of continue to chip and like close out games. Because like if you Rune Gate 2 a lot, you know, that's, you still could just pitch a card, block 2, and then, you know, or even just take the 2 damage and block the 6 power attacks and then the sword swing, etc. You know, so you run into situations where you might not be able to get a ton of damage through. So you're gonna have to like navigate that, but it's still a ton of damage. How it fits into the meta, I'm not really sure. It definitely can race Lexi. That's what I did earlier in this stream. Which is crazy. But we'll have to see. End of turn. I can't click main menu now. So I have to see. Archer, what have you been doing with the hero? You know? Yeah, it feels like a rune blade. What I'm most impressed with Vynnset, and I think this will be my last game, just FYI to everybody, is how it's very much a rune blade, but it's also very much like you know, this is our 4th rune blade, and it's so different than the other rune blades, and so much different than Chain too. You know, rune gating is like so cool and such an interesting way to play with Blood Debt and play cards from Banish and that sort of thing. So I'm really impressed with how they've designed her, you know. So it's just cool. It feels really, really powerful, classic rune blade. And then once it's like really powerful, and then everybody's going to be like upset that the rune blade is here. Bravo. We're for sure going first against Bravo. This is a little Bravo. Your Bravo is too small. There you go. Good. Let's see. Archer. I tried Flail Grimoire at first, but also built a Nebula Blade build recently. Yeah, I mean, Nebula Blade sitting right here. It's my favorite weapon. I would love it if it had a resurgence here because of its on hit to get a rune chant. It is really important, I think, to threaten that every turn, because then all of your rune gate 2ers become really easy to play. And then, oh no, go first against Viserai. Let's go Nebula Blade again here. We're going to need an AB, so we'll go Quill Hand so we can just pop off. We also can Husk here against the old Viscerai and just Husk a big attack. Keep cards in our hand. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know if it is a Tunic deck. It still doesn't feel that awesome to have Tunic. Because the games have been ending so fast. But we'll see. Feels maybe better than Husk does or the Carapace. Let's see. What does Carlos say? I straight up pulled the creepers, teaching my buddies how to play Aria Sealed. Happy summer, Teach. That's dope. Creepers are so sick. I think I pulled my creepers also at our local store for our first Tales of Aria pre-release, which is pretty sick. Okay, so let's put Vantum in there. And let's just set up this incantation and arsenal that Mauve Skies. That seems pretty good. And then pass. Hey, look, they're running Nebula Blade also. That's fun. Also, really funny people are still running Crown of Providence. Sonata, turn 0. They pitch 2 blues into it. Holy moly. That's cool. They hit an even split. Yeah, I'll just take 0. I'll just block 0. Seems good. You did pull that Shock Charmers. That was crazy. It's crazy awesome. No hit effect here, just damage. Let's see. What can I do on my turn? I could definitely Deathly Wail. Mauve Skies, Deathly Wail, which is pretty good. And then play Dread Triptych, which just makes me stuff. So I have 1 card I can block with here. So if we do need to block with something, we can do that. Skullcap is turned on for sure. A lot of blues in this deck. Let's set 5 blues already. Down to only 15. If they run 20. If they run 20. Thanks everybody for showing up and watching these games. Appreciate it. It's good to talk to the homies. Nice. I'll prevent 0 rune chant damage. And a yellow. That's interesting. Because I just don't know if I really want to arsenal an attack, you know? Let's block with it. There we go. Seems fine. Seems fine, right? Ha ha ha. Okay, come on. You don't have a reaction. Thank you. Yep. Don't want a creepers. You're correct. I like Dread Triptych. I'm glad it kind of has, it feels like it has some use in this deck for sure, which is pretty sweet. Deathly Wail, please. They also didn't bring AB? Come on, people. Come on, everybody. You've got to block the rune chants. You've got to block the rune chants, bro. Well, that's sweet. I'm going to get almost the full value out of Dread Triptych. I'm going to get 1 because I've dealt Arcane. 1 because I've played a non-attack. And then if it hits... Phew. So I'll have 3 at the end of this turn. 4 when this pops off, which is pretty sick. Interesting, it gave me a rune... Oh, yeah. Because of... Mauve skies. Sick. Sick, bro. Hell yeah. Nice. They know. They know what this card does. It's already done its thing, though. Too bad we can't pitch widespread. Let's see. Wit Acer. Against other rune blades, I can understand no AAB, but against Ven seems different. Totally seems different. I mean, it's really hard to block split damage anyway, and we'll get all those hit triggers, so I guess that's part of it. And this is why we banked Phantom Wraith, baby. Oh, we have Widespread Ruin in hand. Swarming. Mordred Swarming. Pretty good turn. Am I going to die? Am I going to die? Well, they only have 2 cards. How bad could it be? Should I get the value out of this? No, we'll get the value if they try to Nebula Blade me. What's my turn? Shadow Puppetry into Phantom. Break Quillhand. Play Widespread. We can also play the other incantation, Arsenal Envelop. That's pretty good. Pass. Yeah, I guess you maybe don't block the Rune Chance, but you definitely gotta block the Mauve Skies. Meet and greet. Gotta pitch for that. Pitch 0. The real question is are we gonna block this Nebula Blade? Be 4 more Rune Chance though. Should probably block this one. What do you think? Envelop is better to Arsenal, probably. It's crazy too that Viserai can just play with so little resources, or like without an arsenal. I guess that's kind of how Vynnset is playing here. It's a big turn, Mr. Runeblood. Mine is not as big. Which is okay. It's not all about size. No, because they're just going to take this damage anyway. And then, I guess it doesn't matter which one I play first. Play Phantom. Delete 5 life. Come in for 7. Go again. Hit effect here. Still don't know if it's really that relevant. They're blocking. Oh, because their hand is ass. That's why. That is why. Do we pop Vexing here? Do we Nebula Blade? Vexing is 8 more damage. But we could do it later when it's more important. And it breaks our rune chance, or our AB to not die from rune chance. It's a critical question here. I think we Nebula Blade actually now for the value. So they can't use any armor. They could use creepers. Should be fine. Good. Save our widespread is good too. Pass, huh? Destruction, yes. Thank you. Now this is It's a very good turn. Because I think we go Shadow Pup. No. Pass. And then we can go Widespread Destruction, delete 3 life. Guess because they have Tunic, they can respond here. So say goodbye to your arsenal. Do I banish Shadow of Ursa? How important is that card? Yeah, let's do it. Get me a little deeper into the pitch stack, I suppose. Okay, so they have 11 health. So we can force them to block again here if we play out Widespread Ruin. I think we want to arsenal the Mauve guys for sure. Just so we can guarantee we have go again. So we're going to energy counters. Play Envelop. No. Nice. Got the Revel out of their arsenal. That's huge. That is huge. And then we'll threaten lethal here. Yeah, we pop vexing here. We got to do it. We got to do it. And then you got to give me some number of cards. Take 7, die. Guess you don't die. Maybe we'll then force me to block. Yeah, maybe a mistake there. Maybe we just Nebula Blade. Not a great hand of cards. Well, that's fine. I'll totally give you my Tunic on that. Oh, we're going to be fine. We keep 1 card Shadow of Ursa for the win. Ooh, I almost got double reveled. Yikes. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty scary. They've played a non-attack, so 8 more damage. So I might have to block with all of my cards. Give you creepers also. Nebula Blade and a rune. We're taking the rune. I don't have to block with all of my cards. That's fun. But maybe I should. I could block with 1, banish 1, get go again. And then swing Nebula Blade also. I don't know. I think I just win anyway. And they won't have the rune chant after this because of Revel. Draw back to Nebula Blade. Hopefully I'm not missing something here. GG's. Sweet. Got worried for a second. Good game, person. Thank you. So, turn 4, 5 turns, 20 damage. Boom. Boom. And we kept pace, which was pretty good. So the deck can pop off for sure, but it gets pretty scary. The end game feels really tough. Is how it feels. If they don't bring AB, then it's a lot easier to get to the end game there. So, I don't know. Anyway, let's pop over to taking a look at the deck one more time. I would love any questions or comments or anything like that. Love to hear from y'all before we close up shop for the day. Next stream might not be until after the weekend, which is totally fine. Does anybody watch streams on the weekend anyway? I feel like you should be busy doing other cool stuff. Oh yeah, it's pre-release. Maybe Monday. Might do another stream Monday. So we'll see. But yeah, another stream Monday. Boy, July is going by super fast. Isn't that crazy? So here's the deck. I'm now using Scepter of Pain way less, so I might just cut that. You know, get some space in there for some other sideboard cards. Might switch around. I do like this card. I do like Widespread Ruin. We might cut something to kind of fit in some more RuneGate 2 cards, but at this point we're running all of the reds of all of the RuneGate 2s. So at this point we'll be running another yellow, basically, which I guess is fine. I mean, it keeps your turns going, which is maybe what you really need. Incantations are great. You basically just need 1 or 2 of them when these games are really fast to just kind of keep your turns going. Shadow Verser I've been using. We've seen that a few times in the stream. Shadow Puppetry. Glad that's a 3 of now. Dread Triptych has been good too, so we'll see. We might switch out these blues to be something slightly better, you know. I don't know. I do really want to run the reds of this. +5 is pretty sick. You know? So that could be something we could be convinced of doing just to be crazy people. That's initially how I wanted to play the deck, was just like, oh, we just play 1 attack from Banish and we pump it and we have a bunch of rune chance. That's pretty fun. I haven't really messed around with, has anybody else here messed around with Seeds of Agony? It doesn't seem that good, right? Yeah, Shadow Slogism for sure is what Putrid Stirrings is. Do we think this is the worst named card in the set? Putrid Stirrings? It's not great. Let's see. Cards. Well, we'll just go to Dusk Till Dawn. Goes pretty quick. It's not like there's like a shadow card either that I feel like I really want to run because they cost stuff. I guess they kind of cost less, you know. Soul Cleaver is great, but can't play it from Banish, you know? Most of these you can't play from Banish, so. Oh, yeah, we're going to look up Seeds. Like, is Seeds worth it? I don't think so. Not legal in Blitz. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like 2 or less. And some of the things we have are 3. So I don't think that's an addition. You know? What are the other ones? There's not Vexing, but oh gosh. What's that shadow card? Choose set. Monarch. There it is. Search. Get down here to the shadow cards. Void Wraith. Wonder if Void Wraith's worth it, but it like you still have to pay for it. And it's a shadow action, so it doesn't work with Mauve Skies. So maybe it's bad. It's probably bad. I do wish that Vynnset is Tome of Torment. Should we be doing this? Maybe not, though, right? Can Creepers it. But what am I going to do with that extra card? I feel like I already have all the cards I need. You know? Anyway. I don't know if we'll make any changes. We might have to just play some more games. Might tweak some things from the deck. Just in terms of having a few more Runegate tours out there. Cut a blue attack, put in a Runegate 2 attack, maybe a Deathly Delight. Run 6 of those, maybe. We'll see. Might make the only change I make. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Skullcap is super good. I haven't felt like I've wanted Crown of Providence at all, except for when I like mistakenly arsenal like an attack, a blue attack or something like that, which is like a bad play pattern rather than needing it. But Skullcap has been great because it's just extra armor and you don't really want to block too much. And the time-old tradition of Skullcap, Grasp of the Arknight, blocks a breakpoint with no cards from hand. So that's pretty awesome. Which is a reason to like, you know, maybe run the Carapace is just for the extra fridge action and it doesn't give you blood debt. The COP bailout, big though, yeah. Especially if you've had a bad blood debt card. Especially if you don't have a blood debt card. Yeah, that's true. Crown of Providence, COP, got it. That is true. But it kind of depends on the game. I mean, that's why I've been choosing to go first more often, is to set up that banish to kind of give you that extra. Because if you go again, attack, Nebula Blade has been feeling the best so far. Then you have like an attack saved still. So even if you draw 4 non-attacks, you can't brick your hand really because you'll have one already down there. But then after that, you're maybe screwed. But you just kind of need to keep that tempo in these more aggro matchups, it seems like. So we'll have to see how we do against control, though. You know, you also have ways to, like, you know, widespread destruction. If you took damage, it'll banish your arsenal. So if you wind up with an attack in there, I feel like that's going to be like a play that's coming up, is like Mauve Skies, or who knows, you know, Creepers in Envelop after you play Widespread and you have a, you know, something in your arsenal you can play from banish, and you still have like resources left over, then you can banish that card from your arsenal after widespread destruction and then play it. That's maybe like a big brain play. It might be something people are doing to set up. Seems like a cool way to use your arsenal. They're all called widespread. I should say destruction. You know. So yeah. I don't know. There's other ways to get it. You know, ruin is one of those ways. That's what I've been liking about Shadow of Ursur. Has been really. It's nice having a free attack to play out of arsenal sometimes. Anyway, we could cut Scepter of Pain. I'm just here deck building with Zane. And putting Crown of Providence that way. I just haven't figured I've wanted to run it ever. I've been loving the extra armor, really. So, especially because like some of the decks you just aren't running CNC. I don't know. There's a lot more to figure out. That is for sure. So I don't know. We also really haven't been using the Grimoire. Blood deck count. You want to see the stats, baby? 30. So we got 30 BDs. Seems fine. 28 non-attacks, 32 attacks. Kind of your classic Runeblade stuff there. You know? So who knows? I definitely do got to figure out how to have Rattlebones in the deck, though. You know, like where I can make those, where I can fit this in, because it's just so good. How often do I have a hand without one? I mean, we could do the hype geom. It does happen sometimes. Hand size 4. Copies in deck 30. Desired amount 1. 6% of the time I have less than 1. So not that often. Yeah, totally. Rattlebones, hearts. So got to figure out where to put it in though. Could be it's really hard. For the non-attack slots feel really tight. It could go in instead of Funeral Moon, or like 2 copies at least, and keep a Funeral Moon. Because like you can't cut Mauve, you can't really cut Envelop. These are really important, and you kind of want a critical mass of those because you definitely want to see 1 at some point earlier in the game. Definitely can't cut Shadow Pup. Beseech, we could cut, you know, if we go to 2 and 2. Problem is I mean, I guess your sideboard will change, but sometimes you want that extra ping of your life total to kind of get, you know, for Deathly Wail to get the extra rune chant, and for Deathly Delight, you know, nets you a health, which I guess you could do regardless if they block, but there's some tweaking to be done, but it's helpful to think it out loud with all of you. Anyway, I think that's it. Unless anybody has anything else they want to talk about, which I'll talk about it. I just don't know how entertaining it is for me to sit here and go, well, maybe this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing, you know. Is Carapace good? Is this good? It's a legendary. And it blocks for 2 and has Arcane Barrier, which is pretty crazy. Is it good against Briar? Do I even want to pitch against Briar? Maybe it's not for my deck. Maybe it's for the Viserai deck. I don't know. I do know, though, that there's all of these rune blades on all of these artworks. That these rune blades look freaking sweet. And we should get to play them. The other thing I might add in is we could change this maybe, but this is kind of wizard tech. We could change husk maybe to Aether Ironweave, Aetherweave. Yeah, it's good into Briar. Yeah, it must be. It must be. Take old Rosetta out of the picture, and you don't have to run weird stuff. Okay, well, appreciate it, everybody. Here's the deck once more. Hit me up on Twitter, Discord, whatever, email. If you got any questions or want to talk Runeblade stuff, especially Vynnset. What a crazy. See, she has a sword in her picture. It's a sword deck. All right. Thanks, and I'll see you next week for next week's stream on Monday, probably right around the same time, between 8 and 9, something like that. All right. Appreciate you all. See you later.